At the edge of water, where land hesitates and reflections distort reality, the heron stands motionless. It does not rush. It does not announce itself. It waits. Among all birds, the heron represents one of evolution's most refined philosophies, victory through patience. While other predators rely on speed, strength, or numbers, the heron has mastered something far rarer: absolute control over movement and time. Herons belong to an ancient lineage of wading birds whose evolutionary roots stretch back tens of millions of years. Fossil evidence suggests that early heron-like birds already exhibited elongated legs, flexible necks, and spear-shaped bills long before modern wetlands took shape. As continents shifted and climates changed, herons followed water. Rivers, marshes, deltas, lakes, and coastlines became the permanent stage. Physically, the heron is engineered for precision rather than power. Its long legs elevate the body above water, reducing disturbance and allowing silent movement through shallow environments. Each step is deliberate, placed with minimal ripple, minimizing detection by prey that relies on vibration to sense danger. The toes spread wide, distributing weight and preventing sinking into soft mud. Balance is effortless, almost mechanical. The neck of the heron is its most iconic feature, not because of length alone, but because of structure. Folded into an S shape during rest, the neck functions as a biological spring. When prey appears, muscles contract instantly, converting stored tension into explosive forward motion. The bill strikes like a harpoon, fast, accurate, and lethal. This mechanism allows the heron to hunt without chasing, conserving energy in environments where food availability fluctuates. Vision plays a critical role in this strategy. Herons possess acute binocular vision adapted for judging distance through water, compensating for refraction that distorts depth perception. They can calculate precisely where a fish appears versus where it actually is. This correction is not learned through trial and error alone, it is refined through generations of selective pressure favoring accuracy over speed. Diet varies widely depending on habitat, but fish dominate. Amphibians, crustaceans, insects, reptiles, and small mammals supplement the menu when conditions demand flexibility. Herons are opportunists, not specialists, but their hunting method remains consistent across prey types. Stillness first, motion second, capture final. Behaviorally, herons embody solitude. Most species hunt alone, defending feeding territories through posture rather than aggression. A raised crest, extended neck, or sharp call often resolves disputes without physical conflict. Energy is preserved whenever possible. Even flight reflects this philosophy. Herons fly slowly, wings beating deep and steady, neck retracted, legs trailing like rudders. It is not elegance for display. It is aerodynamic efficiency. Reproduction introduces a rare shift in this solitary life. During breeding season, herons gather in colonies known as heronries. Trees, reed beds, or cliffs become crowded with nests, each carefully spaced to reduce conflict while maintaining collective vigilance. These colonies provide protection through numbers, alerting members to predators long before danger arrives. Nest construction is minimal but functional. Sticks arranged into platforms support eggs that are incubated by both parents. Chicks hatch vulnerable and demanding, requiring constant feeding. Growth is rapid. The pressure to mature quickly reflects the reality of exposed nesting environments. Those that cannot keep pace do not survive. Ecologically, herons function as indicators of wetland health. Their presence signals balanced aquatic systems rich in prey and stable water conditions. When herons disappear, it often marks deeper environmental collapse, pollution, overfishing, water diversion, or habitat destruction. They are sentinels long before alarms reach human awareness. Beyond biology, the heron occupies a unique psychological space in human culture. Across civilizations, it has symbolized patience, wisdom, vigilance, and solitude. Ancient societies observed the heron's stillness and interpreted it as contemplation. In art and literature, the heron often stands alone, positioned between worlds, land and water, action and waiting, movement and silence. Modern behavioral research supports this symbolic weight. Herons demonstrate advanced spatial memory, returning to productive fishing sites year after year. They adjust hunting times based on tides, seasonal fish migrations, and even human activity patterns. Urban herons learn traffic rhythms, exploiting artificial waterways and reservoirs with the same precision used in untouched wetlands. Migration further reveals their navigational intelligence. Many heron species travel vast distances annually, moving between breeding and feeding grounds using inherited routes guided by environmental cues still not fully understood. These journeys are slow compared to other birds, reflecting endurance rather than urgency. The heron does not race the seasons. It follows them. Climate change now tests this evolutionary patience. Altered rainfall patterns dry wetlands or flood them unpredictably. Fish populations shift or collapse. Coastal development erases feeding grounds. Herons adapt where possible, but their dependence on shallow water ecosystems makes them vulnerable to rapid disruption. When water disappears, stillness becomes useless. Conservation efforts focused on wetland restoration have proven effective not only for herons, but for entire ecosystems. Protecting herons protects water quality, biodiversity, and flood control. In this way, the heron becomes more than a species, it becomes an argument for restraint in landscape management. To watch a heron hunt is to witness a different tempo of life. Minutes pass without movement. Wind ripples the surface. Light changes. Then, in a fraction of a second, the strike lands. The lesson is unmistakable. Success does not always belong to the fastest or strongest. Sometimes it belongs to the one who waits longest with full attention. The heron does not dominate its environment. It listens to it, and in listening, it survives.